In this lesson, what I want to do is have a look at what happens when you reach the first tee. We're going to be looking at the scorecard and how to get a handicap and how the handicap system works. So what you need in your pocket, preferably before you get to the tee, because you want to arrive on the tee relaxed, happy and ready to play. So you're going to need a golf ball, you're going to need some tee pegs, and you need a pitchfork to repair pitch marks when the ball lands into the green, and you're going to need a ball marker. Right, this one happens to be magnetic and attaches to the back of the pitchfork. And a pencil, or two, just in case one breaks. With golf, we mark each other's cards. So the marker's name will go where it says marker, and the player's name or names will go under player A, B or C. All right, so we'll put Phil in there, for example. All right, so you, as marking your opponent's card, your score will go under marker's score, and your opponent's score will go under, in this case, Phil's score will go in there. All right, so what's happened at the first hole is I've taken 4 down the first, so I've put it in 4 under marker's score, and Phil has taken a 3. That means that if Phil and I are playing off the same handicap, then Phil has won the hole. So in this column we have won, lost, halved. So plus for win, minus for lost, 0 for halved. Down the next hole, I take a 3, Phil takes a 5. So Phil has lost the hole. All right, now match play, which is what we're playing here, is the most common form of competition if you arrive at the golf club and you're playing one-on-one. Now the other form of play is stroke play. So you wouldn't be filling this column out, you'd just be putting down your gross scores down here. And the outward 9, you total them up, whatever they come to, and the back 9 or the inward 9, you put the scores in there and then total them up at the end. Deduct your handicap and you come out with your net score. So how do we get a handicap? All right, so let's suppose Phil has just joined the golf club. So Phil has just joined the golf club. He needs to submit 3 scorecards to get his handicap. So the average score over 3 cards will be put in. The handicap committee will then give him a handicap. So as a member of the club, I would be marking his card, and he would be submitting those cards in to get a handicap. So how does a handicap system work? Let's say Phil gets a handicap of 12. All right, I play off scratch, which is 0. All right, so the handicap system works like this. I'm marking Phil's card, remember. So the difference in our handicaps is 12 shots. Now if we go to the back of the scorecard, there's a column here that says handicap difference. So it's 12. Now Phil, in this form of competition, will get 3/4 of the difference, which is 9 shots. So wherever the stroke index is 9 or less, Phil will get a shot from me. All right? And you're best to circle where he gets his shots. With the stroke index, you can judge the severity of the hole. So a stroke index 1 means that's the toughest hole on the course. And 2, not quite so severe, etc., etc. Up to 18, which is the easiest hole on the course. So Phil, who's getting 9 shots off me, this is how we play. All right, if we both take 5 at the par 5 third hole, who do you think has won the hole? Phil is receiving a shot from me, so he actually wins the hole, although we had the same gross score. And so on throughout the card. So the very most that the player can win would be 10 up with 8 to play. So Phil could beat me, or I could beat him, 10 and 8. So each hole becomes its own competition. The beauty of this is that you can really mess up on one hole and you're not out of the match. You just lose that one hole. And then the game starts over as you proceed to the next hole. And that's really the most common form of play that you will play if you're just meeting on a one-to-one basis. If you're entering competitions, what you do is you fill out your gross score, deduct your handicap at the end, and come out with your net score at the end. That's either called stroke play or medal play. All right, now these terms will vary from country to country, but we're just basically talking about England here. And really that's all you need to know really about the scorecard and completing the scorecard. But it's something that needs to be covered. And the beauty of this is that you can play the video over and over until you've understood it.